I'm here with Monica, the vocalist, and Dave, the bassist for Vanity Riots. How you guys doing
Okay.
today?
Yeah, good. How
Good,
are
thanks,
you?
man.
Excellent, excellent. Uh, now you guys, you've kind of classified your own genre.
Yeah, we did. Basically, we're just really influenced by a whole bunch of 80s glam bands, but also really, really influenced by modern metal and metalcore. So we try and fuse the two together, and then we came up with the term glamcore.
Now, what kind of bands you guys like playing with? What do you fit in most with?
Well, at the moment, most of our shows are with sort of more 80s glam sort of inspired bands. Like a lot of the young bands in Sydney are really inspired by the 80s, and we sort of are playing with them at the moment. But I think in the future we'll be, playing. We can play with a whole bunch of different bands from metal to, post-hardcore to, just the glam bands that we have been playing with so far.
Okay, Dave, this question is probably going to hit home a little for you after something I saw on Facebook the other day. How do you feel with everything, with every female-fronted band being compared to Paramore?
I thought you would ask this. I knew you would ask this.
Oh, geez. All right. It's proof of that they don't know much about the music industry. I think Paramore's the only female-fronted band. So to be compared to them, it's not an insult
No, it's not.
at all. Like they're a cool band, but open your mind. Like there's other female-fronted bands out there. So I'm not the only one to come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
She loves it actually.
no, I don't. See, everyone always compares us to Paramore, and they're a good band and stuff, but yeah, I think for me, I personally don't like to think of ourselves as a female-fronted band, and that's why I wanted to do the interview with Dave today because I don't want to be, Monica Stride is the front of Vanity Riots and her, band. It's definitely we're all equals in the band, and that's how we want to sell ourselves as well.
Right on.
Definitely. Yeah, there was a huge talk about, there's been an article written lately about how female-fronted bands, how it's kind of considered like a separate genre and they're not treated the same. How magazines like Rolling Stone, all these magazines are writing like special edition magazines, like, hey, this is the female-fronted issue, instead of putting them in with all the other bands in every single issue, having once a year having a female fronted. So do you think it still hasn't gotten like the respect that it deserves?
Um, I think, I mean, you've got to be smart. I mean, the whole female fronted thing, it is a way to market yourself, but there's enough people pushing the female fronted vibe onto us without us, marketing ourselves. From our perspective, we don't want to market ourselves as a female fronted band because, yeah, the whole world is sort of doing that anyway, if you get what I mean. So, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not equal, in my opinion.
Still a long way to go.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about your EP that was released in November of 2011 a little bit. It's a five-song EP. You can get it on iTunes. Is that the only way you can pick it up currently?
Yeah, or from a show if you want to get the hard copy. And we're setting up a big cartel so we can actually post out the hard copy to you, which would be great because we've had a few people saying, we actually want the hard copy. So,
Yeah, definitely prefer the hard copies of CDs. Plus the fact that if I give you money for the hard copy, I know you're actually getting the money. How
yeah.
much money are you actually getting from the iTunes? It's $4.99 in the U.S. How much of that are you actually seeing?
Oh, I don't know,
It's
Dave.
about, I think we're getting about 60%.
You're getting about 60%.
Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad because you don't have a label coming in to take the other half of that. So that's
Yeah.
one positive.
It's more for exposure than anything else, to be honest. Just getting our CD music out there.
Now talk about a little about making this EP. This was like a year-long process in writing it, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was. It took when we went in there, our intention was to make a demo, and then the guy that we recorded with, what he was doing just sounded much better than demo quality. So we thought, let's do an EP, and yeah, we recorded over about maybe 6 months because we started off recording all our songs, and then what we did was we just picked, the 5 that we sort of, thought were the best. And yeah, but it was really stressful. We did it all ourselves. We funded it ourselves. We, stressed over it. And yeah, there was so much stuff happened during the making of that EP. But yeah, we're really proud of it at the end product.
So many meetings about artwork and just all the little things coming together.
Yeah, there's like, it was at a stage where I was getting maybe like 5 hours sleep a night, and I'd be talking to our guy that was recording us, and we'd be talking at like 1 a.m. and he's like, oh, I'm doing this in the mix, like blah blah blah. And also we got it mastered in the UK actually, so I was basically not sleeping, waiting on my emails because we had some problems with the master. So it was just, I was constantly available for anyone to communicate with me about the EP because we had a date, we had it booked, we needed to release it on this date. And actually we picked up the hard copies. It was literally the night before our EP launch. We picked it all up. So, and just to hold those like 500 CDs in our hands, we're like, thank God this is finally, thank God we're finally holding this product in our hand, because
it's like we had a baby in our hands.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Now, a big thing for bands like yourself that are self-funded is getting the funds available to make your CD, to make EPs, to make full lengths. What's your guys' theory on how you fund your band? Is it basically you play enough shows in order to make your CD?
We had some money already saved up from shows that we'd done since we started the band. But, we all have jobs, and, it was sort of a matter of whoever has money in their bank account, that's going to the band. So me and Jace work full time, and so we were able to put a certain amount of money towards it. And, the other boys pitch in when they can. So, yeah, just any spare funds that we have, just that's what we want to do. So we just put our money towards that.
What's the goal moving forward for this year for the band?
Wow.
Okay.
We played at Wollongong actually last week for the first time out of Sydney. So we're doing a lot of out of Sydney shows. So we're going up to Brisbane and Newcastle and Gold Coast in coming months. So that's a big step for us. But also writing.
Yeah, writing the new EP.
Yeah.
We're going to do record again in September. So, and from now until September, it's really a matter of getting out of Sydney, exposing our band to as many people as possible. I don't know. And yeah, just writing, I guess. We're writing a whole bunch of new stuff at the moment, and it's sounding, we've definitely progressed since our last EP, so we're absolutely busting to record again.
For those curious, it's a lot heavier, faster, so it's a lot more of the core elements than the glam elements, glam core. So
there'll always be the glam elements, even if it's only in like my hair, but but yeah, we're definitely moving in sort of a more mature direction, I would say, than our last EP.
We found ourselves, pretty much. The cheesy right?
Yeah, we're getting there.
So when you're writing the new EP, kind of tell us how you go about as a band, like as a whole, writing the songs together.
Well, I'm writing lyrics constantly in my everyday life. So I have, stacks and stacks of books in my iPhone, so many lyrics. So when we go and write a song, maybe Dave will come with like a cool bass riff, or Gali will come with, a cool guitar riff that he's written. And then we'll work on it as a band, and then I'll sort of, I'll work out the melody, and then I'll find lyrics that reflect the mood of the song and then add those in. So I was just telling someone this morning, they said, oh, you guys should do some covers, are you going to learn some covers? And for us to actually sit down and take a break, we've got so many ideas happening, like shooting out of us all the time in rehearsals. So for us to actually take a break and like stop that and learn someone else's song is really difficult. So, but it's good. The new songs are we're really happy with them.
They start like pretty much every other band. Like you have a few bars of music or just a riff, and it just progresses from there to like a 3, 4, 5-minute song in like sometimes one rehearsal.
Yeah,
Get that song done.
The best songs are definitely written in maybe an hour.
If they piece together easily, it's going to be a good song. If you've got to work hard for it, you're in for a long haul, a bit of trouble. So.
Yeah, and also when we're writing, we're really conscious of what we've written in the past and how we want to structure the new song, like the new song that we're working on. So say if it's a similar structure to one of our other songs, then we'll consciously make an effort to change it. So we're very conscious in our songwriting. It's not just all sort of emotional. We like to structure it in a way that's going to make each song have its own hook or catchy element. So yeah.
Now, what Australian bands do you guys look up to down there?
Well, hardcore bands such as like Parkway Drive. I really, really love Amity Affliction, post-hardcore band.
Burn Verona.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah, there's a lot of like heavier bands at the moment in Australia. But also look up to, for example, Chrissy Amphlett from Divinals is a massive influence on me. So I really do look up to her and Divinals. And, AC/DC and...
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Akadaka.
Well, the EP is great. I hope everybody goes and picks it up. Go buy it off of iTunes, or if you're in Australia, you can go pick it up at a show. You guys got a bunch of dates coming up in April, May, June. So go check them out on the road if you're in Australia. And anything you want to say in closing?
We'll see you at one of our shows.
Definitely.
And go pick up our EP. We'll see you on tour.
Be in the States soon, hopefully.
Yes.
All
Soon.
right. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, man.
Mark.